Tonight, on our television studio production final.
The holidays are right around the corner, and so could be a potential holiday thief.
Plus, how a stuffed animal lawyer defended his client in court.
And we have all the stories for you right now on our television studio production final.
Good evening, Rams, and thank you for joining us tonight for our final. I'm Nolan Antonini.
And I'm Maran Sium. As finals week starts wrapping up and people start wrapping gifts up for the holidays, some people have noticed suspicious activity right outside their homes. Our live reporter Natalie Devereaux has more on this story. Natalie?
Yes, Maran. As we see crime rates increase nationwide, Colorado is no exception. Even here at Colorado State University, there have been a string of vicious burglaries and unthinkable vandalism. Much of this occurs in the residence halls and in off-campus apartments. I spoke to CSU students who have personally experienced these crimes to gain a better understanding of how this is impacting our community.
It was a normal Friday night for the woman of 502 until things took a turn.
Eating some chicken out of the fridge, and I heard banging on my front door.
I was in my room and heard a couple thuds.
Their confusion turned to panic as they realized a robbery was taking place right outside the door.
And there's this man standing there, stealing our wreath A, B running down the hallway.
Saw a lot of commotion. I thought they were fighting. Turns out we were fighting a man in the hallway, not each other.
Luckily, the roommates were able to stop the thief, but they have not been able to stop thinking about what motivated the attack.
I don't feel safe here.
Felt a sense of really deep loss.
But they soon realized they were not the only victims as they stumbled upon a sign on their neighbor's door, which was later posted to Barstool.
I was glad they spread the word. You know, it felt nice to have attention called to it.
I hope they saw it and really reflected on their actions.
However, not everyone offered support.
We were attacked not only physically by a wreath being stolen, they also attacked us on social media.
There are several conspiracies as to who the wreath thief is, but no one has been identified. This is the only image of the suspect.
I believe that some of those comments were the wreath thieves, 100%.
They need to be investigated for theft of wreaths.
Although this has been a trying experience for the students, they feel like the situation has brought them closer.
We really had to lean on each other for support in such a trying time. It was emotionally traumatizing, mentally taxing, and physically painful.
With Christmas right around the corner, police urge Fort Collins residents to remain vigilant. They warn this is the perfect time for the thief to strike again, due to all the holiday wreaths being hung up. It is recommended to bring wreaths inside at night, and those with any information on the suspect are encouraged to call the tip line at 123-456-78910. Back to you guys.
It's a sad day for Epic Season Pass holders. A popular smoke shack in Breckenridge, Colorado has been destroyed. Leo's Smoke Shack was known as one of the most profound and immaculate smoke shacks west of the Atlantic. The devastating news to skiers and snowboarders was brought about after an episode of Inside Edition aired. The Inside Edition team added cameras into the shack, highlighting the heavy use of marijuana. The story ran on a Wednesday, and the shack was gone by Friday.
There are plenty of housing options for students off campus. One being off-campus apartment living. Although some residents may enjoy it, others have reported issues about maintenance, such as broken doors, appliances, leaks, and many find apartments' social media page to tell a different story than what it actually looks like in person.
When I was searching for apartments to live in for this year, I knew that I wanted to live close to campus and have newer amenities with new appliances. And so when I was going on Instagram, I kept seeing the standard Instagram pop up on my feed with pretty much everything that I wanted, with pictures of the apartments looking so great. But when I moved in, it was a different story. Half of our appliances weren't working, some of the doors were broken, and it seemed as if every picture that I saw online was just false.
Many of the residents discussed reported issues, and the apartment complex has not commented on the issue yet.
An Aspen man has hired a stuffed owl as his lawyer. Chris Abbott is accused of violating a protection order involving his former roommate. While in court, Abbott sat down at the defense table and told the judge that the stuffed animal would be his lawyer. Abbott went on to say that the owl had many different law degrees from some of the nation's top programs, such as Yale, Harvard, and Stanford. The judge of the trial was rather uninterested and ignored the presence of such an esteemed lawyer. At the conclusion of the trial, the judge ruled that the order remain in place. When asked to comment, Solomon the Owl had no comment. Now, don't go anywhere, Rams, as we'll have all the news and sports right after this break.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back from the break, Rams. Right now we are going to break up all the things in sports here at CSU. The CSU men's basketball team is currently undefeated, and this has them standing at 23rd in the nation in the latest Associated Press and USA Today coaches polls. The basketball team is currently 10-0 with a game this Saturday against Tulsa. CSU is also one of 7 undefeated teams left in Division I basketball. After an underwhelming football season, it's great to finally have some games to look forward to. The football team better take some notes, so there isn't a repeat of this season.
CSU head football coach Steve Adazio is out, and new head football coach Jay Norvell is in. The change comes following a 3-9 season from the Rams. The final straw was after a 52-10 loss to Nevada. Norvell moves on from the Rams from in-conference foe Nevada. After kicking Adazio's butt, he decided to take the job as well. The change was expected and encouraged by the CSU community. The only thing the Rams will miss from Adazio beside his losing culture is his post-game interviews. Here's what Adazio had to say in the blowout loss.
But obviously some of it came with, some bad injuries and things at the wrong time. And it comes down to depth, it comes down to all those things and the ability to handle that, So I thought we lost momentum in the midpoint of the season and the injuries helped spiral that a little bit.
Once and for all, Adazio is making his last excuse. I wouldn't have expected him to go out any other way. Now, as football comes to an end, other sports are getting ready for their season. Our reporter Milo has more on the track season. Milo?
Yes, Nolan. With the track season coming up and Rams preparing for their season, I was able to get an exclusive interview with sophomore Jack Cobble, a sprinter for the CSU track team.
I'm here with rising star track athlete Jack Cobble. Jack, how excited are you for this upcoming season?
I'm extremely excited for this upcoming season. Our first indoor meet was last Friday, and as a team we all did really well, so if we keep working hard, then good things are going to happen.
Well, sweet, that sounds good. After your recent win, how are you feeling about the competition this year?
The competition this year is extremely high. There's a lot of fast sprinters in the Mountain West, and there's a lot of fast sprinters all over the country, so I think it's going to be really fun.
I can't do it. Water break.
What would you like to say to all your fans out there who've been rooting for you since day one?
Hopefully I don't get blown out this year.
Thank you for your time. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much.
There it is, your inside scoop on what this year will look like for our Rams on the track.
The Student Athlete Advisory Committee hosted their annual toy drive at a basketball game recently where fans were able to drop off new and unwrapped toys to support the Boys and Girls Club of Larimer County. The drop-off bins were available outside of the game, which had a large attendance. Student athletes including football's Jean Vivens and track and field's Lauren Gale, among others, were in attendance. The executive director of the Boys and Girls Club said this act of kindness will make the season a bit brighter for all the families. Now don't go anywhere, Rams. We have more news right after this break.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
The Fort Collins subreddit is a place of wonder and exploration. For those unfamiliar, it's a forum where people all over the city can debate philosophically, but oh my goodness, that was horrible. I'm so sorry. Like this thread about the new overpass at LeMay, which has instantly turned into a 14-comment long rant about how crap fast food lines are in town. It's also a place where many get their stand-up careers started, like these intellectually magnificent people commenting on basketball hoops stuck in the back of someone's car. And of course, what platform of democratic discourse would be complete without talking about current events, where residents vent their frustrations and wish that bird would stop pooping all over them? Well, we've hoped you've enjoyed this informative exploration into this part of Fort Collins' enriching community.
Furry, fat squirrels of CSU's campus are recognizable mainstays of our campus. But what's going on with them right now? As dead week has passed, you may have noticed them begin to stress eat. This can be seen in the increased size of the terrestrial rodents in response. And as finals are still not over, squirrels' obesity problems is only getting worse. To combat this, President Joyce McConnell has stated that all of the tiny mammals will be receiving free memberships to the CSU Rec Center. This is done because of the squirrels' contribution towards the campus by cleaning trash off the lawn of Braden Hall. You can expect to see these critters next to you on the treadmill starting in 2022.
And that's all the news we have for you for this final. Have a good break and be sure to guard your wreaths.